The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time, in a sunny, flower-filled meadow near the edge of a deep green forest, there lived a kind mama pig and her three little piglets, Percy, Peter, and Penelope. They lived in a cozy little cottage with a garden full of daisies and a chimney that puffed sweet-smelling smoke every morning. Mama Pig took care of them with hugs, warm meals, and bedtime lullabies. One day, she called them close and said softly, "My sweet piggies, you're all grown up now. It's time for you to go out into the world and build homes of your own." The piglets gasped, excited and nervous all at once. "Don't worry," Mama smiled. "Just remember this, do your best, and don't rush. A strong home keeps you safe." She packed them each a snack, kissed them goodbye, and stood in the doorway waving as her little piggies trotted off into the wide, wonderful world. Percy and the Straw House. Percy, the youngest piglet, was full of energy and always in a hurry. "I'll build my house fast," he grinned, "so I can spend the rest of the day playing in the sun." He found a big pile of straw nearby and quickly bundled it into a house. It was light and fluffy and smelled like dry grass. "Perfect," he laughed, running off to jump in puddles. But little did Percy know, someone else was watching. Peter and the Stick House. Peter, the middle piglet, was a bit more careful than Percy, but still liked to keep things simple. "Sticks are stronger than straw," he thought, "and I can finish before lunch." He gathered sticks from the woods and stacked them into a tall house. It leaned a little and creaked in the wind, but Peter smiled proudly. "That should do." He made himself a snack and sat down under a tree to relax. Penelope and the Brick House. Penelope, the oldest and wisest piglet, looked around and said, "If I want to feel safe, I need to build my house the right way, even if it takes all day." She found bricks, mixed mortar, and carefully built a strong, square house with windows, a door, and a tall chimney. Birds chirped as she worked, and butterflies landed on her shoulder. She was tired when she finished, but also proud. "Now this," she said, "is a home that will keep me warm and safe." The Big Bad Wolf. But in the shadows of the forest, someone was sniffing, creeping, and licking his lips. It was the Big Bad Wolf. "I smell piggies," he growled. "Time for a tasty treat." He crept toward the first house, Percy's straw house, and knocked on the door. Little pig, let me come in." From inside, Percy squeaked. "No. Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." The wolf took a deep breath and blew so hard that the straw flew everywhere. Percy squealed and ran as fast as his little legs could carry him, all the way to Peter's stick house. Stick house trouble. The wolf came next to Peter's stick house and knocked again. Little pigs, let me come in." Peter and Percy shouted. "Not by the hair on our chinny chin chins." The wolf huffed, and puffed, and blew the stick house to pieces. Sticks flew, the roof collapsed, and the two pigs ran squealing to Penelope's brick house. The strong brick house. The wolf stomped toward the last house and growled at the door. Little pigs, let me come in." From behind the brick walls, Penelope replied calmly. "Not by the hair on our chinny chin chins." The wolf grinned, thinking this would be easy. He huffed, and puffed, and huffed again. But the brick house didn't move an inch. He tried again. And again. Huff. Puff. Huff. Puff. Still, nothing. Grr. "Then I'll climb down the chimney," he snarled. But clever Penelope had a surprise ready. She had lit a cozy fire in the fireplace and placed a big pot of water on top. as the wolf slid down the chimney. Splash! He landed in the boiling water with a loud yowl. Steam shot from his ears, and he shot right back up the chimney like a rocket. He ran off into the forest, tail steaming, and never came back again. Safe at last. The three little pigs cheered, hugged, and danced around the living room. "Penelope," said Percy, "your house saved us all." Penelope smiled and handed them warm mugs of cocoa. "Mama was right," she said. "Doing your best and working hard really does pay off." From that day on, they lived together in the cozy brick house, safe, smart, and snuggled in every night. And they never had to worry about the big bad wolf again. Moral of the story: hard work, patience, and thinking ahead can keep you safe and strong.